This man threw a ball with very little power, and everyone laughed at him. However, the owner of the field didn't see it that way. Sure enough, the reigning champion was immediately eliminated. He never even saw where the ball went. The audience thought it was just a fluke, and they all bet on the batter winning. But they didn't expect Toa to win several rounds in a row. The batters who came up couldn't touch the ball Toa threw. The professional baseball players nearby thought it was a scam, and they were really upset. One of them decided to come to the field and challenge Toa personally. He was willing to bet the $4,000 he had just lost. However, Toa thought that was too small of a wager, and he refused to play for such a low amount. He said if they were going to bet, it should be $40,000. Toa then tossed a pile of money onto the ground and added that if his opponent could even touch the ball, he would consider him the winner. This was the game's rule. The pitcher's goal was to strike out the batter. If the batter's hit landed in the infield, it also counted as a win for the pitcher. Everything else was a loss for the pitcher. The professional player stood there in shock at the high stakes. Despite his teammates advising against it, he agreed to the match. But at this moment, he wasn't thinking about how much money he could win. Instead, he was afraid of how much money he would have to pay Toa if he lost. He was scared, and Toa seemed incredibly confident, which only made him more nervous. Soon, Toa threw the first pitch. It landed inside the strike zone, but the professional player didn't swing. He just wanted to gauge Toa's skill. Now that he saw it was just a simple fastball, he relaxed. However, the field owner watching from the side felt that the professional player had completely lost the game. The one chance he had to hit the ball had slipped away. He had already fallen into Toa's trap. With his teammates' advice, the professional player realized his mistake, but it was too late. He swung and missed. Although he still had one more chance, he was completely panicked now. His teammates quickly called a timeout and told him not to think about anything else, just focus on hitting the ball. This game didn't require gloves, and by watching Toa's grip, he could figure out what pitch was coming. His teammate reassured him, and the professional player stepped back onto the field with renewed confidence. Now Toa was gripping the ball in a split-finger fastball style. This type of pitch would drop in the final stage, making it difficult to hit. Toa threw the ball, low and outside. Based on his years of professional experience, the batter knew this pitch would likely be a ball if he didn't swing. However, Toa's pitch was a slow, regular fastball. It turned out that Toa's earlier grip was just a bluff. Through a mental game, Toa easily defeated the professional player. Toa had thrown 3 simple fastballs, but the professional player only took 1 swing, and he lost $40,000 without even getting close. The field owner smiled and said that Toa wasn't just an ordinary person. He was someone who had never lost. He might not be a baseball expert, but no one could escape the terrifying traps he set. A few days later, a man wearing sunglasses came to the field and used money to drive away the batter currently playing.